without a discomfort?
Is it? Let me come back to you in a moment. Let me
Okay.
set up. Okay.
Okay. Without a discomfort.
Yeah. Let's name it again. Okay. I get myself comfortable, and then we can talk from there. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay. Is it possible to have a life without a desire, to be alive without having a desire? And it's possible to have a desire without having discomfort?
Okay. I give you an example. Life is always possible without a desire. Absolutely, yes. And is it possible to have a desire without discomfort? No. Even no matter is desire spiritual or material, even the idea of not having a desire can be sometimes very uncomfortable. But life, when you have a desire or not have a desire, life is possible. Even some people say when you reach to the state of Nirankar or you reach to the state of absolute bliss, even in that state you have no desire to be in a state of bliss, but you still have a life. Did that make sense to you?
Yes, that makes sense, yes.
Because even you can be in absolute, in omnipresence, you can absolutely into the state of samadhi, and you reach to the, especially when you have a sabbatical samadhi, when you have a conscious decision to go into a state of samadhi, but when you have nirvikalpa samadhi, that happens without any desire, without any contemplation, without any conscious effort. You just become into the state of samadhi or meditative state. This is called nirvikalpa samadhi, which is rarely happens to some time, but if you're practicing long enough, you can make it. That's why if you maybe have not participated or participated in most of the meditation classes, I do not project and say have a desire. Even whatever desire comes along, just not even have a question, just observe the witnessing process. You don't even have a desire to witness it. It is just being aware, it is being conscious. There is many stages into the practice, but there comes a point when you have no desire, but you still have life that time.
Yes, but if you want to get entangled in to get to participate in life again after that state, you need a desire at that moment.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. The life, you said the life, is it possible with a desire, without a desire? Life always remain as long as you are in the body. And if we're talking about in the sense of do you still have the possibility to create or not create? But it depends on what one person's aim is. You can actually still do a things, day-to-day activities, have no desire, but lots of people have day-to-day desires even to eat a food. If the food is there to fill your belly and make sure that you have nutritious ingredients to maintain your body sustained, but you can still have that state desirelessness. Is something, some things are basic requirement of life, basic necessity of the senses, but sometimes we can confuse what is the basic necessity of the senses to maintain. You can still be in desireless state and still do things. Like either you are not looking to be kind or you're not looking to be compassionate, you are not looking for some action to do, but you're still doing it. So actions are not subject to desire. You can have,
Coming back from samadhi, this is a desire, isn't it?
pardon?
Coming back from samadhi and
No, it's not
keep
a
yourself
desire.
alive.
It happens if the samadhi happens with the desire, then it will be different story. But samadhi happens its own account, in its own observation, in its own process, and it can also end in its own process. Otherwise, you stay there as long as you want to.
Yes.
As long as you are in a state of acceptance, in a state of a non decisive, or you're not breaking from it, or fearless state of it, then it's not a problem. You are in a samadhi, you never have to come back, you have no worries. But
Yes, you
only
have you need a desire to come back. The desire to come back.
absolutely no desire. Even when you are in a samadhi and you have no desire to come out of it, neither even a desire to stay in it. There's
Yes.
different stages of samadhi. Yeah? That's why I said savikalp samadhi and nirvikalp samadhi. So I'm talking about nirvikalp samadhi, when there is no sankalpa taken and there is no conscious decision contributed and there is no effort have been created going to samadhi. It happened because you reach to the stage and you reach to the state of the samadhi, but its own itself. Not with the help of a drug, not with the help of even any spiritual practice I'm talking about. You are not sitting in meditation to go into samadhi.
Yes.
You have no conscious decision of it. You are not using any process to go into it.
Yes.
In that stage, the
I can't understand the coming back of samadhi without the desire. How can you come back if you don't have the desire to come back?
the
That's
you
difficult
can
for me.
come back because you are in the body, your mind becomes conscious, but you have no desire to come out of it. Mind comes out by itself. You are not contributing to it as same way as you were not contributing to going into a samadhi.
Okay.
But depends which samadhi you go into. If you have a samadhi with lots of tools and lots of props and lots of help to go into it, the moment that helpline breaks off, you will come out of it, and then you will either looking for the helpline to go back into it, or you get scared while you're in that space. I give you example. Sometimes people, when they meditate, they get scared of spaciousness, and they get scared, they want to come out of it. They are breathing or not breathing, they are alive or not alive, or they want to come back or not going to come back. Sometimes they just come out of it even from a meditation. It is induced by the fear to control. The moment you are no longer concerned that you are never going to come back or going to come back, it makes no difference to you. So it is almost you accepting 100% surrender, already have prepared. You may never come back into the physical body, makes no difference. If your mind have reached to that level and then gone into samadhi, then there's no desire even to come back. Because that spaces, you become almost state, state of sunya. When Buddha
But
went,
if you want to come back, you have to create the desire to come back. You have to
sometimes
create
you don't have to create a desire. Mind had enough, it comes off itself. You can't create a desire in that stage.
Yes.
Desire, previously existing desires may sprout and take you out of it. The loss of desires, if they are already rooted inside your unconscious or subconscious, and while you are in a space of samadhi in a meditative state, you went into it without desire of it. But while you are in this space of it, do not need to create a desire. The previously rooted samskaras, previously rooted karmas will sprout looking for opportunity and take you out of that space. Without you having to create a desire, desire was always there. Do you understand? You do not need to create a desire to come out from that space because
Yes, but it's the desire. That's what I'm saying. The desire is there. If you create it or not create it, it's there by your past or samskaras. I don't know this word very well, but the desire is still there. I mean,
desire will always be there. It's just a process is of meditation is not to kill the desire, but to understand the desire. Do you react towards to it or not react towards to it? Do you let the desire to affect your life or not let affect your life? Do you understand?
yes, I think we agree. But if I understand right, I think the desire is still basic. How I'm going to say that?
Based existence or necessity of life?
Yes.
No, this is a difference. You know, it's not the base necessity of life. Desire is not base necessity of life. Desire is there. You can choose to let. There's lots of people have life, but they have no desire at all. Your desire is subject to your senses. Okay, if
Mm-hmm.
somebody in a and some if somebody have never tasted anything, for example, yeah, and never heard, never read, and you can describe that person or never seen. You can describe as much as you like, and never have taste in the tongue is completely gone or smell. All of the senses are not operating. Okay, then you can describe that person how the best food that you have eaten. The person will not know anything about it. So desire is sometimes subject to your senses. Desire is sometimes subject to the experience. Desire is sometimes subject to the what do you call it? Temptations, and that can affect your life. But if you reach to the stage of the meditative mind or have understood your senses, then you could choose that sense to influence your life or not influence your life.
Yes. To
Sometimes,
create. Yes. To create to follow the desire or not to follow the desire. Just be.
yeah, sure. To form a desire, what means like the main root of desire is to create an action. You can have a desire, but if you're not creating an action or not contributing to it, it makes no difference. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
No?
Yes. I understand it. Yes.
So you have a desire, but desire is not contributing to any action. It's not it's going to affect you. It's not intervening in any existence of life.
Can you give an example of this?
For example, let's say the you understand your senses perfectly well, yeah. Okay, you have a desire to listen to a music, for example, yeah, and you are trying to meditate, and you have other things to do, but your mind is craving. Craving is desire. Your mind is craving to do something that's going to take away your peace, that's going to take away, will bring some sort of distraction to your present state of being. If you contribute to that desire, to participate in that desire, you allow your body, your senses to engage with that desire, it's going to create a instability, mental, emotional, and physical. coming with other consequences. But you understand the desire, but not let that desire affect you or participate in interaction with that desire, you won't have instability of mind or physical body or the emotional stability or emotional instability or any other consequences. I give you an
Yes.
example that you are really eager and desire to have a argumentative and fight with somebody, but your anger that time ruling all of your senses, and that anger is creating the desire to fight or respond or react. But you understand the anger, you understand your senses, and you choose not to participate out of anger, will have a different consequences. You still maintain a fruitful and peaceful relationships. Does that make
Yeah.
sense to you?
Yes, you create the desire not to participate in the
You
desire.
accept. You accept, not create. That's what I'm saying. That's called viveka. There's desires, but there is the ability to discern. Ability to discern, to engage or not engage.
Yes.
Was a desire got created by the judgment of your sense, understanding of your sense, then you can choose to participate or not participate by using the viveka, which is a ability to discern.
Yeah, is there a desire, the desire to participate or not to participate? This is not a
Absolutely.
desire. Yeah, it's so it's still there, the
Desire
desire.
always stays as long as you are living in the body.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Desire always with you as long as you are in the body. And having in a body does not mean you have a life. Remember that. You are living, you are existing is a different story. Being in the body, it cannot be classified that you have life or you are living.
Okay.
I have a couple of questions. Somebody asked.
You want to answer the second part of the question?
Which one was the? Uh,
Can you have a desire without discomfort?
can you have a desire without
With
discomfort? Depend if the desire can influence or desire is again majority of the time every desire comes with the consequences. It comes with interaction and reaction. So I can have a desire choosing to be in a peaceful state. There is not going to be any discomfort. I have a desire to meditate and I push my limits of meditation to 8 hours, 10 hours, then I have discomfort in my body. And I meditate, I choose to meditate, that is a peaceful desire. I'm having very peaceful consequences, but I forgot to pay somebody that I supposed to pay, the place I'm living, then I've been kicked out. Then that is a discomfort. So desire can be very peaceful and can give you discomfort.
the
Desire,
discomfort give you desire. That I'm talking about that the root of the desire is the discomfort.
root of the desire is not discomfort. Discomfort can come out of desire, and sometimes desire can also create from the discomfort. For example, you are suffering, you get desire not to suffer.
I don't understand. Can you repeat that? I
Most of the
didn't understand.
desires come for transformation. Your senses are not in a state of peace. If your senses are not in a state of peace, or your senses are looking for a change, they will create a desire.
This is discomfort. This is the discomfort that creates the desire.
So sometimes your senses does not actually even have to be in discomfort, but they are observing they are in discomfort.
Yeah, you create discomfort for yourself, but still the discomfort is there. You create it mentally, mental discomfort.
Yeah.
But the discomfort is there to create the desire.
Always, most of the discomfort, most of the desires come from place of need or necessity to give a comfort to your senses.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
For example, that you want to meditate, is that obviously your mind is not at peace. You taking a medication, desire to take a medication come from place of you are not healthy. You are doing an exercise, means there's a desire to do exercise because you are not healthy, or you are healthy but you want to be healthier. So there's always a root cause, foundation of certain level of disharmony with your senses.
Yes. To create the
Sometimes it's
desire.
not to be discomfort, but can be a disharmony as well. Something that you are not at peace within your own self, you are not at ease with your senses or with your body. It does not always have to be either discomfort. It can be just a sense of disharmony. Maybe
Yes,
just
disharmony. I used maybe the wrong word. I want to say disharmony.
it can be sometimes can be discomfort, can be disharmony, can be a lack of pleasure or the something that you do not have a sense of peace within your own body and with your senses. You would like to create some sort of change that will create a desire. No, even the idea of eating food is a desire, but your body is hungry, you're feeling discomfort inside the body. Sometimes basic necessity of life will make you to create a desire as well. But that does not mean every desire brings the peace. Desire can be a source of discomfort or lack of peace, and you create the desire, and desire afterward can give you a little bit of peace and then bring back again the disharmony. It's a vicious cycle. What gives you a comfort can also bring you discomfort as well.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, yes, perfectly.
There is a Antapan asking, how do I learn Sharanool? Sharanool is a very old technique. Some people say it is quite technical or is hard to understand, but actually not that difficult to understand and learn. But how do you learn Sharanool? It is a Tamil and it's across most of the yogis do practice. Swara yoga is also another name for it. Easiest way to start implementing Sharanool, a closest technique you can understand is Pranayama can affect the Sharanool or the Swara yoga. Knowing the flow of prana in your body and aligning your activities or day-to-day activities, including drinking water, eating, conversation, any activities you do with your body that are all aligned with the Swara Yoga, it is a science of Sharanool. First of all, it's important to awaken the prana in your body and understand the prana in your body which requires meditation, regular, natural rhythm. You cannot practice Sharanool or understand Swara Yoga if your lifestyle is hectic, or if consumption of any form of drug that can also affect the flow in the body. You need to make sure your prana is clean. Sometime you're practicing the Swara Yoga, understanding perfectly well, and the environment you live in can influence and affect the flow of prana and changes immediately. But in body, prana is not changed, but physical appearance of prana have changed. So first of all, environment need to be clean. The area, the air that you live in also need to be clean. The lifestyle also have to be clean. Practicing pranayama is very essential to understand the Sharanool or the Swara Yoga. Body awareness is very essential to understand the flow of Swara Yoga. Beyond that, practice of pranayama not for 5 minutes or 2 minutes that we may practice nowadays. If you want to understand Swara Yoga or a technique of Sharanool, good couple of hours of pranayama every day is very essential. In the beginning stage, in the early days of it, or the middle days, all the way till you understand the flow of prana and learn how to manipulate the flow of prana in your body. And the best advice I can give, if you want to learn Sharanool, learn Gayatri Mantra first. Once you have learned Gayatri Mantra and process of Gayatri Mantra comfortably in peaceful state, in breath and out breath is your length of Gayatri Mantra, and start doing alternative pranayama, alternative notes for breathing. You can call it Nadi Shodhan Pranayama. Once you have done Nadi Shodhan Pranayama, then you do Anulom Vilom Pranayama. These two pranayams, along with the Brahmari Pranayama, is very essential for Sharanool. But beyond, first make sure your in breath, out breath, when you're practicing pranayama, is length of a Gayatri Mantra. And Anulom Vilom and Nadi Shodhan Pranayama purifies your nadis. Then once you have done that for a good year or two with a clean diet, clean lifestyle, you can learn very easily. If you start using the Sharanool but your body is not clean, implementation of Sharanool or the Swara Yoga in your day-to-day life, you will feel disappointed because your body is not giving right message, right vibration, right frequency. It is the science of three nadis, your Sasdhar, Saranadi, your Ida and your Pingala. First of all, you should be able to regulate. If you want to control it only to maintain the left nadi flow, you should have enough capacity and willpower to the pranayama to activate left or right, depending whatever activities is required by you at that time. Balancing both of them will activate your Sasdhar, your Sara Nadi. So It is also the science of sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system stimulation, or you can call it fight and flight mode and resting mode. All those activities of the nervous system you can control, and your mood, your mind, and your approach to responding and sense of clarity. Your right side to left side, your brain can also be controlled depending on the activities you are doing. But that is very essential to know the flow of energy and understanding how to manipulate the energy flow to right nostril and left nostril. That requires a practice, that requires a clarity and clean senses. So, best advice before you learn Sharanool, I will recommend to practicing pranayama regularly and clean your nadis and adopt a healthier lifestyle. They are, if you can find a Swara yoga book, but all of them are in English, majority of them, if you find them, they will not be that resourceful in terms of information. They are just basic information. If you like my advice, enter Pan 1, that is the person's name who asked the question. Start practicing Nadi Sodhan Pranayam with the Gayatri Mantra. And once you have done this for a good 6 weeks or either 6 months or 1 year, then you can feel you can retain your entire your attention, your awareness. Only one side of your brain can activate. Like for example, your awareness held in the left side of your brain, you can influence your right nostril. But that requires a willpower and the awareness and attention. You are regulating the flow of prana with your awareness. Very long time. Or right side of the body to left side of the brain, left side of the body to right side of the brain, they're all affecting. So start practicing Nadi Shodhan Pranayam with Gayatri Mantra. Before that, learn how to chant Gayatri Mantra properly, so the frequency of the Gayatri Mantra can have an impact on the vibration and the flow of prana as well. Next question I had: how to stop obsessive compulsive thought patterns and processes, which is a majority of people. I know many of them in that state. And obsessive compulsive thought pattern, they are majority of the time they come from insecurity and control, jealousy, control issues, insecurity, all of them will create obsessive nature, compulsive thought patterns and processes, and you're trying to control. That all come from unhealthy childhood or in the life, some experiences, lack of self-value have been given to the person. I will highly recommend to compassion to yourself, bit more acceptance, meditation on your second chakra, meditation on your base chakra and your solar plexus. So those three areas of meditation, the gratitude practice about your existence, and compassion to yourself and everyone, whoever you are dealing, will create a very healthier approach. But that leads sometime to a doubt, that leads sometime to the questioning the integrity of other people, because again, you become obsessive about your own self. So finding a balance and trying to make peace, not having too much insecurity or lack of self-worth, jealousy, not having enough, all those issues, they are related around your stomach. Remember, there's three stages. Your stomach represent the gratitude, the appreciation, the hunger, desire, what you want, what you have. All those things comes together. Your heart chakra is just balance, compassion, love. Your third eye, want, I need it, control. Once any of those three elements, either your heart chakra and out of place, and your belly button is one center that controls your lower two chakras and third chakra. Three chakras are governed by that area of your stomach. And your head. Any of those three elements, either your emotions are out of balance, and your head is out of balance, or your stomach is out of balance. Every three of them are out of balance. You cannot say that my only stomach is out of balance, my rest two centers are perfectly well. Not possible. They are all affect each other. So personal, my opinion, gratitude, bit of compassion to yourself and other people who you deal with. Meditation on second chakra and base chakra practice feel more grounded. That will be a very helpful Pallavi. How to let go of past negative experience and memories. That's the same person which I'm saying. The effect of the past is creating the obsessive compulsive thought process. Once you start meditating on compassion and gratitude and forgiving others as well as yourself, and making peace, not making blaming attitude that you blame or getting a pleasure and indulgence that something horrible and negative happened to you, or start identifying with it, because sometimes it becomes a matter of identity. But if you let go that identity, you will not know who you are anymore. You will start feel lost. You will feel completely out of balance and out of place. Majority of the time, most people don't let go the negative feeling or the negative memory that happened to them, because negativity your mind loves. Your mind loves only negative things. If there is no drama involved, your mind will feel completely and absolutely boring. If there is no, for example, I give you, if there is no, not in the story or in the thought, it's not something extraordinary that get either you getting rid from negativity or you creating negativity, your mind doesn't remember. Neither your mind like it. You look for negativity, your mind indulges into it. A mind loves it. So, in my opinion, how to let go of past negative experience and memories is very easy for me to say. If you have experienced it, sometimes they are so deep rooted in the psychology or the psyche of a person or in the experience of the person, is very hard to forget. Again, creating the self-healing process with intention of gratitude to yourself and other people, love to yourself and other people, being in a space of compassion can be a very great resource rather than looking for a negative thought, negative emotion while you are meditating. You are actually not meditating at all. Your search, your quest becomes negativity. You are fueling it. You are connecting with it. You want to become one with the negativity and deal with it. And that is a difficult because it not going to lead to a positivity. I'm meditating, for example, and I want to let go of my negative experience or memories. I'm meditating and try to create and cultivate love and gratitude. But when thought arrive, I want to get rid of it. I want to fight with it. You can't. Hold the space of love rather than look for negativity. Can I find any other negative thought, negative experience in my life? You don't need to look for them. The love is so powerful. If you allow it, it can heal. Gratitude is so powerful, compassion is so powerful, kindness of other people towards to you, or act of kindness of yourself to other people is so powerful, can heal many negative memories and experiences. It only matters if you allow it to it or you feel that you are worthwhile receiving compassion. Sometimes you can be kind to somebody, you can be compassionate to somebody, people don't want that to be. It becomes very difficult because negativity becomes your identity and it's very hard to let go. And because once you let go, you feel completely lost. As long as at least if you don't have positivity, at least you got your negativity. You can talk about to other people. If you get rid of all negativity and all the negative experiences, what would you talk about to other people? Because there is no much positive experience you have in life. If you notice, every time you meet with the friends, what do you talk about? Something disaster, majority of the time. Something horrendous that have happened to you or you have witnessed or you have heard about, read about it. Look at the news. There is nothing other than negativity. And I can guarantee you 99% of the time you talk about news that you have heard. Basic scenario I'm talking about. If personal negativity have taken place to you, every time you meet your dear beloved friend, that who you supposed to call positive relationship, when you sit down, what do you talk about? Negativity. Because mind loves it. You can't be without it. So, my personal advice again, if when you meet, even with somebody who is not have done anything wrong to you, you do not try not to dump your now negative thinking or the negative emotions on the people. Meditate and give it to Mother Earth. Meditate, let it out of your body, just become open. Accept it. Openness equals acceptance. You cannot accept till you become open to a change, open to a possibility. So, easiest way to get rid of the negative experience and memories, hold the intention of love, to yourself. Hold the intention of compassion to the person who might have participated in those actions, and try not to heal the person, heal yourself. And don't try to hold negative relation, negative words, negative thoughts towards to that person. As long as you hold that intention towards that person, you are holding the bridge. You are not letting go that bridge. And that is the only way you can heal, one way of it. And meditate regularly. Build a relationship. Hold the gratitude, not just only what negative is, but there is something positive also. Experience memories you have in life. Try to build more gratitude toward it. Be grateful for that. Maybe you have a 10 negative experience. If you have one positive, have a gratitude toward it as well. And make that positive experience your foundation for growth. If your life and every thought just only the negative experience is a foundation for your growth is going to be always negative. Because that's what you are watering. That's what you are looking after. That's what you are nourishing. I have one more. Same person asking, could you please suggest yoga practice for Manipura Chakra? Seems like person knows everything what I'm saying. I said about meditation, Manipura Chakra, the self-respect, gratitude, and asking how to meditate in Manipura Chakra. The best way I can advise Pallavi, dance a lot of it. We can become a best meditation. Sometimes the fire in the body can be invigorated with the dance, but when I talk about dance, Tandav dance, which is Shiva did, find a couple of movements of Tandav dance, practice them, that can be very helpful. Or practice Udyana Bandha or Agni Sara Kriya. Those 3-4 practices can be very helpful. If not, simply meditate at solar plexus or your Manipura chakra. Somebody asking, in the path of self-realization, does a person need guru? It is different. Does person need a guru or not need a guru? I think we have run over the time. I just realized I keep some of the questions for next week. That is enough for today. And let me ask if anybody have question in the here on at present. If not, we carry on next week. That is enough for today. Pranam.